weapons on her legs, a high-class British accent, and a booty like pow? I can't believe I never made the connection before.
Let's dance, boy.
I love Camille, and not just any one part of Camille, all of Camille. Her Q, nice. Her W, nice. Her E, her ult, nice. And it's not just her gameplay, but her style too. Everything from her voice lines to her strut when she walks to her sick dance moves. But I'm getting ahead of myself. First, I want to break down the stuff that's not so great about Camille in order to be fair and just in judging the character. First off, her lore is the overcomplicated grimdark edgy bullshit that's become way too common with Riot's champions recently. Born into one of the wealthiest houses in Piltover, illustrious Blue Wind Court, Camille was the 6th child of Rodri and...
Shut the fuck up, no one cares about your robot fanfiction. Know your fucking place, trash. Fucking robots. Don't give a fuck about no robots. They ain't got no soul.
Who reads this stuff anyway? Look, if you want to get any backstory from Camille, just go read the comic that they made for her. It tells you everything you need to know about what a boss-ass bitch she actually is. The best thing to come from her lore page is that it tells us that she has no friends or enemies, only associates, because she's such a stone-cold killer. The only other lame thing about Camille is her launch skin. They just made her more robot-y. Was this really necessary? She was already half dance machine, half actual machine. What was the point of fully roboticizing her? They should have just gone with Disco Camille. Yo, hit me up, right? I've got fresh skin ideas out the ass. Camille fits into my favourite subclass of champions, the tanky bruiser, joining the ranks of Jarvan, Fiora, Renekton, Yasuo, and Riven. All she needs are a couple damage items like Triforce and one of the Hydras to do all the damage necessary. After that, she just starts stacking the tank items she needs to survive fights. I love playing champions like these. The ones with the power to go in and blow up enemy squishies, while still being beefy enough to survive getting out scot-free. Another trait she shares with these beefy fighters is her ability to demolish towers, since her Q does bonus damage to towers both times when activated. And each also procs Sheen, so if your enemy laner tries anything funny with a roam or a TP, you can punish them super hard by netting that sweet first tower gold. And then there's her W. Get low.
She can go lower than I ever really thought she could. Face down. The top of your booty jiggling out your jeans, baby. Pull your pants up.
A simple ability that slows and damages enemies hit in the outer range, as well as healing Camille. It's a neat little tool that lets you heal up in lane when you've taken her ass, but its main use is for chasing down fleeing foes, as well as staying alive when you go in maximum ape into the enemy team. Also, I'm a huge sucker for any ability that lets you move around and flash while casting it. I mean, just look at this clip of me W flashing to kill this Lee Sin, and tell me you're not aroused. That's right, you can't! The ability also has a hidden passive that causes only the boxiest of Riven mains to go into a state of shock and confusion, as they let themselves die to minions. You have no idea how good it feels to watch a Riven die slowly. Speaking of going full ape into the enemy team, we have Camille's ult, pushing all enemies away from the target while giving your basic attacks bonus magic damage. All of these tools combine with her anime button, which gives her crazy mobility, crowd control, and an attack speed buff when you hit an enemy champion, as well as her passive, which gives you a damage specific shield that varies from champion to champion hit, all make Camille an extremely capable disruptor and assassin that can still take a beating and live to fight another day. And I absolutely love playing her. For all of the reasons I just mentioned, as well as the fact that all of these different parts of her kit just gel so well together, using her abilities in succession feels smooth as fuck and immediately gratifying. But beyond any of her gameplay, I've yet to really get into Camille's style. I've already talked about her mediocre skin, but I really want to focus on her voice lines and her emo spams. For her voice lines, they match her gameplay perfectly, since it's mainly lines about precision and patience and whatnot. But what makes me really love her are her champion interactions. Her voice lines total about 15 minutes long, and most of them are just her dissing other champions. Seriously, Camille's savagery knows no bounds. This list just goes on and on and on. It's like it's actually fucking endless. Is this actually ever gonna end? Oh, there we go. For a minute I was actually worried. Oh god, there's more! Oh, also, she hates snow.
I hate snow.
Oh my god, shut the fuck up. You don't know how many times I tried to record Camille saying I hate snow. Every fucking time this asshole interrupts with some dumbass speech. Who the fuck even is this guy? Gregor? Fuck you, Gregor. Anyway, let's move on to her emote spams. Individually, they aren't too special. This love spam is pretty good for tilting people though, but it's nothing god tier like Gangplank's epic thrust. However, when you combine all of her emote spams, something magical happens.
Officer, I got one question for you. What are those? What are the...
Ah yes, Camille's torn. How could I forget? Yep, looks pretty good. Looks like one of those glowing life videos gone wrong. Even her ability animations are on point. I already talked about how good it feels to get low, but her second Q animation is so sweet. That kickflip combined with the true damage it deals out feels so nice to bust people with.
Bustin makes me feel good.
I haven't even gone into what makes Camille such a dominant force in the early and mid game, her matchups. First of all, if you're against a melee champion, chances are you've already won. But there are a few champions she destroys especially hard. Camille's mobility completely obliterates Nasus. Not that the poor old dog has any good matchups anyway, but regardless. Up against a Tobias Fate fanboy? Fear not! Camille can abuse weak early game more easily than almost any other champion to come out in the past couple of years. Laning against the Yasuo? Of course you are! It's not a game of League of Legends if there aren't at least 3 Yasuos in the game. Which is fine by me, since Yasuo's kit's got nothing on Camille's. Seriously, if Yasuo's kit is overloaded, then Camille's kit has broken her bathroom scales due to excessive weight. And then there's Riven, who Camille absolutely destroys in every way. Just wait for the Riven to try something dumb that they saw on a livestream or a YouTube video, and punish them super hard for it. Over, and over, and over. Never stop killing that Riven. Pulverize her into the ground and smear her remains across your face as you scream, "Blood for the blood gods." I actually have a confession to make, guys. I'm suffering from a lifelong disease known in the medical world as Rivengitis. Ever since I started playing League of Legends, when I'm confronted with a Riven, all I can think of is, how dare you even attempt to breathe the same air as me, you subhuman trash. And all my brain can do is write Riven hate speeches whenever I see her on screen. I understand that there are many people out there in the world just like me that suffer from this horrible disease, that can't stand this abhorrent monstrosity of a champion. So in order to raise awareness for people who suffer from Rivengitis just like myself, I have compiled clips of Riven dying over and over again. I hope that you will find it cathartic and that it will put your mind at ease. Riven is the specks of dog shit on the bottom of my shoe. Fuck you, Box. Martin Luther King. And that about wraps it up. So yeah, Camille is dope and everyone should play her when she's not permabanned in ranked. I'd hurry up and get on that if I were you. We've got roughly 2 patches left, until she's nerfed into the ground and is completely unplayable. So go now, by the grace of the ELO gods, and have a grand old time. Hey guys, it's me again. I know last video I had an end note thanking you all for almost 200 subs, but now I'm thanking you all for almost 2,000 subs, which is crazy. I'm glad so many of you are enjoying these videos. I'm gonna keep finding any time I can to make more, so until then, be good to yourselves.